Good morning. This is a Saturday morning adventure show. We're coming a little hot. Give me 1 second. I just have to grab my headphones. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's make sure the audio is good. Give me 1 sec here. Okay. Let me turn this down just a wee bit on my end. So good morning, this is the BGBC, the Backlog Gaming Broadcast Company. I am your host, Eddie Akiba. This is a Saturday morning adventure show. Come in a few minutes late, apologize. Been doing some yard work, got some poison ivy I'm dealing with. If you're not familiar with me, I host a little podcast every month where I talk about one of my favorite games of all time each month. This month I've been playing Uncharted 2. Among Thieves, which I finished last evening. But throughout the month, I play different games from my backlog, RPGs, point-and-click adventure games, narrative games. I finished Hobbs Barrow, the Excavation at Hobbs Barrow, a point-and-click adventure game last weekend. So I'm starting a new game for the first time. This is called Heaven's Vault. This is a narrative adventure game. Let me just give me 1 second here. It's like an archaeology style, like sci-fi adventure game that's been pretty highly praised for its narrative. It's made by these, I believe, the same company that did the mobile game for iOS that Around the World in 80 Days, I think, like many years ago, that was also award-winning. And this actually turned into like a sci-fi book series. So again, this theme, since Uncharted 2 was the game of the month on the channel, I've been playing like archaeology-themed games. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this game. I did start it earlier just to fiddle with the settings to get everything right. So I haven't really played the game. I was just messing around with the settings before today's stream.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present. But there has to be a spark. Something that brings the past to light.
Please climb carefully. You worry too much. I mean, what am I going to do? Fall? Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. So, there is minimal voice acting in this game. The only voice character is your main character. This is like a sci-fi game, kind of. I'm going to do voices, try to live out my latent high school dreams of wanting to always be in drama club, but only ever being allowed to audition for stage crew. So I'm gonna do voices. They're not gonna be like silly. It's a good thing about like when you listen to like an audiobook and like the audiobook narrator does like the different voices. Like they're not professional voice actors. Well, in some cases they are, but so don't judge my shitty voice acting. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so bricked up opening. This game's available on Steam, pretty much all major platforms. I forget what year it came out. A bricked up opening. There's something here. I might venture into Katharine Hepburn sometimes. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. There's something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut when the mortar was still wet. But I think I can read it. Okay. Heaven's Vault. Despite the title of the game, this isn't like some religious game or based on like real world religion or anything. The University of Iox, some weeks earlier. Press any key to continue. So the way the story advances in this game, the text kind of just moves by itself, and then you have various choices you can do. And then there's different, like, you can ask questions and stuff like that, but,
My story begins on Iox. That was where I met the robot.
The robot. Don't know what I'm gonna give his voice. Maybe like a proper Englishman's voice. So, my lady. Mistress Alia. Mistress Alia Elsra. I have been waiting for you. I have been asked to escort you to Professor Miari. She is very anxious for your arrival. And who are you? I am the robot mistress, as is apparent. This way. Do you have a name, robot? Is that intended to be a joke, mistress? No. Robots do not have names. We are, as I understand it, interchangeable. I've known a few robots. They're all a little different. Did she say what she wanted? Did she say what she wanted? Yes. Okay. Can you tell me? She said she wanted you. This way. You should know the professor's urgency was remarkable. Or maybe we should keep her waiting. We don't want her making a habit of impatience. I cannot recommend that course, mistress. Question. Have I got a promotion? With respect, mistress, I think that is most unlikely. Hold on. I need to go to settings because my computer sounds like it's gonna explode. Hold on one second. Let's go, we'll go 19 by 20, 1080. How about that? Yeah? So if you open up tab, it gives you kind of like story information, I think. So so this is like the map, right? And this is the timeline of the nebula, which is, I guess we are. So it can give you like some cool background info, some lore. Let's like maybe delve into that. Just gives it like a flavor we're talking about. So 500 years ago, the crown of Eox was forged. According to legend, it was made for the first empress herself. Okay, then we got something that happened 450 years ago. There's a tree planted on Eox. What's the Holy Empire? Okay. Holy Exochian Empire, based out of the Imperial Palace and ruled by a deified emperor. Anything back here? Can we go any farther? Ancient Empire? Nothing about that. Okay. So history, I guess we know mostly. Really? That's all we know at this point? Okay. Alright. So tree planted on Ixion. Alright. The tree is still there. The whole university centers around it. So I guess there's a famous tree on this planet we're on. The last emperor disappears. This is 350 years ago. Eox fell to invaders and the empire was destroyed, but the emperor himself escaped. His body was never found. Alright, what else we got going on here? Crown of Eox Empire is lost. Somehow during the fall of Eox, the crown that had been the mark of emperors for centuries disappeared along with the last emperor. The emperor's palace was stormed, the royal family murdered, the guards' ships destroyed, and the nebula fell into disarray for centuries. Alright. The followers established power on Eox. Okay. Who are the followers? Let's find out. The Fallers destroyed the empire, but they never extended their reach beyond Eox. Generations passed in obscurity. Okay. The Loop Temple reestablished in Eox. Okay. The Loop faith of the Holy Empire is revived on Eox. Okay. Dark Age. Very little is known of the years between the fall of Eox and the founding of the Eox Protectorate. A lot of proper names so far. This is good. This is nerdy. I appreciate nerdy shit. Let's do this. Just make sure my audio settings are good. Give me 1 second here. We are good there. We're good there. We're going to go up. All right. The University of Eox is established. So this is where I am at, the University of Eox, founded to study the events within the loop. It soon expanded to cover robotics, mathematics, hopper physics, and other fields. Okay. Do we know? Okay, founding the Eox Protectorate. So the university was established like 200 years ago. Okay. Initially encompassing only Elbereth and Eox, it soon expands to incorporate other moons. Okay. So we all right. Modern age, okay. So you are about 30 years old. I don't know the true date. The Grey Ladies, morning. Grey Ladies gave me a day different from the other children in the orphanage. Okay. Beating Ori. Okay. Ori became friends, sneaking around the halls. She stole screwdrivers, and I stole books. The Grey Ladies Orphanage. Grey Ladies raised me and found me work from the moment I could walk. I met Timur. I would later work for Timur in his bar, washing up and fetching supplies. Mi'arai visits orphanage on Elbereth. Okay, this is the person I'm meeting. What brought her here, I've never understood. Okay, we've got history about my first kiss. We never thought we would leave the orphanage. Adulthood seemed impossibly far away. Yari takes him to Eox. I was on EOX that my tuition began in earnest. She works for Timor. Timor always had another job for me, another reason for me to stay around. She joins the university 13 years ago. Began to study formally in the same group as Huang. I met Tapi. Who's Tapi? Alright, Ori introduced. So, I think we're going to mess with this story for a little bit before we delve. We need to find more info about some of these characters. We can refer back to this encyclopedia, it looks like. That's a good question. Why is Miyari's room so far from everything? I imagine she enjoys her view of the trees, mistress. I'm sure it is most pleasing to her. Okay. So look at her. Look at her. She looks like a tiger in a cage. Most curious analogy, mistress. You understand I will be required to report it. Question. Required to? Of course. Professor Miyari is my primary user, mistress. Nevertheless, I will try to sugarcoat your opinion. Great. Good to know you've got my back. Shall we proceed? Look at the tree of knowledge. It's going to show me where I'm at. Going to go to him. Alright. The tree of knowledge. So they call it. Each branch grows more branches. Except for the ones that die, fall off, and are forgotten. Which is where we come in, I suppose. Mark. I went outside the university grounds once exploring. This is a very beautiful moon. You can tell it was once lush, fertile. There must have been huge forests, lakes, rivers. They're all but dry now. Question. You've not been outside? No. Okay, so he's never been outside before. That's interesting. Alright, no other options, so I guess we'll move forward here.
I was 15 when my Ari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness. I still don't know why she did it.
Professor Miyari. Alia, there you are. Come in. Came as soon as I got your message. You don't need to flatter me, Alia. Nonetheless, I'm glad you came. I know your work is important to you. Let's see. Tell me what you need, Professor. Straight to business. Very good. You are expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. It's a brooch. It's a brooch. Yes, Alia. But I didn't summon you halfway across the nebula to tell me that. Let's see, it's certainly old. It's certainly old. I'm guessing. Empire period. The device is the eagle and sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Janaki Renba. Did you know him? Did? Look at the detail. I see them, ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Alia. But can you read them? Can I refer to my, I've never seen either of these groupings before, but the two words have some common elements. So they must have related meanings. Well, let me see if I can go. I can't go. All right. So part of the game mechanics is you're like this archaeologist, like linguistics person, and you're trying to like decipher this ancient language. So you're kind of just guessing here because this is the first puzzle. But friend, holy, it's probably holy, emperor, or beloved. Stop beeping, computer. It's probably, if it's a brooch, I would say beloved, besides emperor. But I'm only guessing. Let me see some. Empire period brooch in the shape of the eagle and sun. Translate. Holy beloved. Okay, we just did that, so just giving me a review. Okay. Tab. I don't know if that helps at all. Renba wasn't the kind to send me trinkets. There's some significance to this brooch, but I don't know what. Janiki told me he'd found something. That was over a month ago. Janiki isn't like you. He's an Ixian through and through. You're worried about him. You're worried about him. He's important to me. And I don't know what he was doing out there. He told me he was going to a moon called Mercy. I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Alia. But you can. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things. I'll see what I can dig up. A cruel choice of words, Alia. Okay? Why was that cruel? I'm sorry. It was supposed to be a pun. Come back when you found him, Alia. And Alia, you're taking that robot with you. Okay? Thank you, Professor. I long to see the nebula. Oh, and before you go, you should look in on Huang. He was eager to see you. Where is he? Where is he? Where he always is, I'd imagine. Nose in a book. I know he's rather beneath you, but you could at least say good faith to him for the benefit of our little community. I'll go and find him. I'll go and find him. He's down there by the tree. You must have walked straight past him on your way in. Good hunting, my dear. I don't get the mechanic of it's constantly popping me references to the index, so or encyclopedia. But let me just see here. We already did that. How do I go? Okay. Modern age, that's where I need to go. Worth. So, okay. Teamwork's a job for me, now there's in for me to stay around. She joins the university. In the same group as Huang. Met Tapi. Ori introduced me to him. He helped her get started after I left Elbereth, providing her with tools and simple projects. about 9.5 years ago. 9 years ago. The ship was resting, half repaired, in an abandoned hull in Elbereth. For the longest time, I didn't tell Mayuri I had her. Ori helped to launch Nightingale. Okay. I would never have got it up into the rivers without Ori's advice, but she didn't want to come with me, of course. I get my third robot. Definitely problems with this one. Professor Mori wants me back. How much one? Okay. So current Eox. Okay, so this is just recapping stuff. Alright. There. Should we go down, Mistress? Yes. Can I just say, Mistress Alia, it is wonderful to be accompanying you. Say, oh yes. Oh yes? And why is that? I find humans fascinating. Are you very different to most here? I've only recently been activated. I'm calling you 6. 6, Mistress. I shall remember that. You know, I don't think I got the translation on the brooch quite right. The shape indicates an empire piece, so I'd expect the inscription to reflect that. Okay, so it's not beloved, then it would be emperor. Let's consider this some more. Be Holy Emperor. Holy Emperor, then? I think that's at least closer to it. Okay. What do you think of the sculpture? What do you think of the sculpture? As a pleasing balance to it. I don't know, man. I don't know if I like that sculpture. Worth the time it took to make, do you think? When there are people in Elbereth who didn't eat, should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? Okay, reply. Getting some lore here. If you don't know history, you can't understand people. You can starve them or oppress them, but you won't understand them. So where did they find you, 6? Me, Mistress? Like most robots on Eox. I was chipped carefully free from a concrete wall on the lower levels. You were buried down there? Indeed. I understand it to be not uncommon to find robots that way. We occur, I am told, like potatoes. Really? You poor thing. It must have been horrible. Most likely, yes. But I do not remember it, so it does not matter. Okay. No, I've seen enough of Miari for today. Okay, I don't want to go to Miari. I want to go to find Huang. Here's Huang. Okay. There is Huang. Maybe he knows something about Renbuff. Alia. I didn't know you were back on Eox. Professor Muri wanted to see me. Nothing bad. Perhaps, I'm not sure. She wanted me to find someone. Anyone I know. Janiki Renba. But I knew Renba, of course. Well, a little. What sort of man is he? You never met him, I suppose? He's fairly quiet, keeps to himself, likes his robots, but why has she sent you to find him? I thought you dug things up. By the water, odd waters, Alia, what's happened to Janiki? Don't let your imagination run away with you. Alright. Too many books, that's my trouble. Before you go, it hardly seems important now, but I found a line of ancient in the annals of Mizwai I thought you might like, if you have time, that is. Sure, show me. Always. Here, see what you think. Passage from the Annals. This is a long one. Let me think. Second word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Hold on. Why does my computer sound like it's gonna... No, I don't want to be that. It needs to be... Okay, that makes sense. Alright, give me 1 sec. My games should be saved here. I have to restart real quick. Oh. No, dude. I need it to be 1920, 1080. Sorry. There we go. That's better. Alright, this should work now. Empress buried? I mean, I just... Actually, hold on. Empress banish... Maybe robots? Does Empress banish robots work? It's quite a monster, isn't it? But I thought there weren't any robots in the Empire. This suggests otherwise. I'd best not keep you. I hope you find him. I'm hoping they explain the translation mechanic. Have you sailed before 6? I have no idea, mistress. But I am keen to find out. And so we left the hallowed walls of the university. Hold on, make sure. I have to check something really quick with the... I'm going to resize the stream image. 1 sec. Alright, 1 second here. Minor adjustments. Just check one thing here. No. Let me see if I can do 14. Let me see if I can do 1400p. we're good. We're just not gonna mess with it. Nice place, is it? I do not believe so, mistress. I believe it is a farmyard. What else do you know? Nothing. It's a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of the Eox Protectorate, of course. Mercy it is then. It should be a quiet spot at least, and we'll prepare the ropes. Alright, let's see here. Did I just click on here? Plot course. Okay. Yeah, I need to go there. Sail. Okay. Do I have to control the ship? Sailing to Marseille and the Verdant Pass.
My Ari wanted us to sail to Mersey. It was a short sail through fast waters.
Ah! See the Forced River is fastest in the middle, mistress. On the surface, it appears the same, but there are deeper currents below. Let's take a boost. I think you can fast travel to the location, if I'm not mistaken. Tab. Oh shit, backspace, backspace, backspace! Shit! Oh, okay. Go here. What do you think? She's very beautiful, mistress. I can't help wondering how you came by her. This is hard to sail and do this. Found her in a ruined hall on Elbreth covered in dust. She's mine now. Yeah, I like. Yeah, the art style is pretty cool. It's got a kind of like painterly vibe to it. Waters to the right will bring us to Mercy, mistress. Did not think to give your ship to the curators on Eox. Okay, go down here. She's an archaeological find after all. Oh God. Reply. Eox doesn't like people to have ships. They would have burned her. That's Mercy. You can see the greenery from here. Okay. Yeah. Mercy, a farming moon. If Remba's here, I need to find him. And if he's not, I need to work out where he went.
We stepped off the ship and into the mud. Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, mistress. But rest assured, I am most happy for you all the same. Okay. Well then, let's see where Remba's got to. If we're really lucky, he'll have found an old pot. Question. So where do we start? There's a series of rice terraces. If we climb up away from the water, that should take us up to the village. Okay. We got here. No way I'm crossing this. There's something scratched here. The emblem of Eox. I suppose this is where the Mercian leave. Okay. Didn't catch that part. That tithe barn was big. The moon produces a surplus. For what good it does them.
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
Where does all the water here come from? There's a wellspring in the rock below us, mistress. The soil is permanently saturated by it. Rice. Do they grow anything else here? It would not appear so. Can you do a scan for Janikai or something? Mistress has mistaken me for a dog. Perhaps you believe if I had a scrap of clothing that I could trace a scent. Lie to that. Alright, 6. No need for that. Apologies, mistress. If I see him, I will let you know. More questions. Was it a wellspring? Anyway, a source, mistress. Nothing more. Source of what? A source of what? Commonly water. Also air. Let's go here. Warehouse. I thought I saw a face at the window, a woman. She ducked out of sight. What would Remba be doing on a moon like this? Wasting his time. I can't imagine any robots of interest here. I don't know why my computer is sounding like it's going to explode. Apologies. But where do things in the well come from? They come from the well, mistress. I do not understand the question. Hold on. God damn it. 1 second. Alright, let's see here. What could be causing this? I'm at 1920 to my 1080. Oh my goodness. I don't want to go lower than 1920. Is it the... Hold on. might be the... It could be the... Because I do have a 120 hertz panel. It could be that. Let's try that. Suppose there's nothing old here. No ruins, no ancient kings, no crumbled towers. Of course not, mistress. This is a farmyard. This is a waste of my time. That's what it is. Remba's probably back in Eox again right now. Professor Miari would have contacted me if that was the case. He's out here somewhere, waiting. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing here? Alright, I need to find this dude. A lot of text in this. Okay. What did you make of Remba's brooch, Six? The one sent to Miari. I was struck by the craftsmanship. It seemed very fine to me. It's an artisanal product, high status. How high status? Hard to say. Possibly very high. So it's valuable. Most likely. Mistress surely does not intend to sell it. Of course not. Of course not. But it shows the professor trusts me, doesn't it? So this robot is probably going to be the key to the story, I'm imagining. Alright. Why are you fucking beeping? Oh my god. Alright, we might have to... Board! Hold on. I might have to... Alright, I'm gonna... pause for the next... I'm gonna dip out and do some troubleshooting, then be back on, and let's see, it's 11:52. Give me 15 minutes, see if I can fix this. So that would be like 12:07. I will be right